Hey guys, welcome to the Touchdown Table. I'm Ryan, that's Tyler, that's Jordan, and today is a big video. This is a big deal. Our Super Bowl 54 predictions. Probably my favorite video.
Oh yeah.
I am I take a lot of pride in my predictions. I'm very passionate about them. I'm sure these two are no different. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to tell you two teams we think will be in Super Bowl 54, who we think is going to win, and why, and maybe if we want, I don't know. I know I'm going to, but they can do it if they want. I'm going to throw in a Super Bowl MVP prediction for you as well.
Wow.
So, Tyler, let's get it started.
Turn around, she's right behind you.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
There's a Super Bowl 41 rematch here. Call me biased, but I do have the Bears in the Super Bowl. I do think that they can make it to the Super Bowl. They're capable of doing so. You can call me biased. Like I said, I probably am biased. And yes, the Colts are in there too. If you watch the other videos, I'm very high on the Colts. This is obviously not recent. That's Super Bowl 41.
Yeah.
But I just want to put that up because nothing's the Super Bowl. I'm not going to say who I'm winning until I describe the Super Bowl, but obviously the Colts won this one, and I'll say if it's the same result afterwards or not. The reasons why I think the Colts are going to be here, I talked about the Colts before. I think Andrew Luck is a great leader. He's a great quarterback. He can lead his team. There's so many pieces to this team that are all going to be able to come together and really form something special this year. And I think for years to come, this team could be a great team. Obviously, in a tough division with the Texans, which is going to be, and the Jaguars now with Nick Foles, I think it's going to be difficult for them to get to this point. But I do believe in them to do this. And I am apparently obsessed with Paris Campbell, and yes, Paris Campbell is another reason why they get to this point. Now, the Bears, the reason why I have them here is because I'm biased. That's basically why. But I do think they're capable of making it to the Super Bowl last year. Didn't think they were actually going to this year. Obviously, this is all speculation. We're going to have to wait and see. But I do think the Bears can make it to the Super Bowl this year. And my bias points me towards them making it to the Super Bowl.
And wait. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to change it yet, but I just like to point to that with the Bears. It's similar to what the Rams did last year. The Rams, before last year, they lost in the first game of the playoffs to the Falcons. But they're very similar teams. The Bears and the Rams, they're very young quarterbacks. They're going into their same year as Jared Goff was, I believe, when he ended up losing to the Falcons. So, I'm sorry, when he, you know what I mean. But anyway, so it's very similar. If the Bears make it to the Super Bowl, it'll be very similar to what we saw this year with the Patriots and the Rams. Of course, the Rams lost that Super Bowl, so we'll see what his choice is here.
All right. Hopefully, it pops up behind me in a second here.
We're
But
gonna
this
see
is
if
the
I
winner
guessed
of
it.
the Super Bowl.
Oh, how did I guess it?
And it was there for
Wow.
a second. And then
Oh,
it
it's gone
disappeared. But you saw who it was. The Colts winning the Super Bowl. I know it's a weird pick, but that is really, truly what I think. I think it's finally the year where the Patriots are not going to be winning the Super Bowl. You guys can disagree with me all you want, but I'm very high on this team, and I'm just going to continue to show it here. And I'll continue to show it throughout the rest of the season. I do think the Colts are going to be able to win this game, win the Super Bowl, and maybe even create a dynasty. And there's Andrew Luck.
Who do you think should be MVP? You do not know that.
That guy right
That
there.
guy right there?
Andrew Luck.
All right, so Tyler says the Colts over the Bears, a Super Bowl 41 rematch.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And now Ryan will give his pick.
Okay. So, my Super Bowl 52 pick, or 54 pick, should be popping up on the screen momentarily.
I know who has winning.
I made this beautiful thing right here. The Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs will face off in Super Bowl 54. Right there, two promising young quarterbacks. I want to kind of take a similar route Tyler did. I'll tell you why each team's going to get there, and then I'll tell you who's winning and give you a score and an MVP. First of all, we'll start with the Rams. They're going to be NFC champs just like they were last year. I really feel like Sean McVay just got out-prepared in the Super Bowl. His youth really showed, as Bill Belichick's like almost twice his age or something crazy like that. It's probably
No,
not
it is
far
true.
off.
It
That's
is
probably true. Tom Brady was
I
older
think
than
he's
him.
like 33, and I'll continue to talk.
Yeah, so I just think Sean McVay really learned a lot. I think he learned his lesson. Sometimes you have to lose to know how to win again. So the Rams are going to be right back there in the Super Bowl. Jared Goff has showed a lot of promise. He's going to continue to grow. He's got Brandon Cooks. The thing just went off, but it'll be back up there in a second. He's got Brandon Cooks there to throw to. He's a deep downfield threat. Then you got Cooper Kupp coming back from injury, the young guy who they drafted in 2017. He's done some nice things. He will do nice things. He should be ready for week one. And then you got Robert Woods, who actually is really underrated. One of the kind of most underrated number 2 receivers in the game, in my opinion. He had over 1,200 yards last year. And now I know you're concerned about Todd Gurley's knee, but they drafted Darrell Henderson out of Memphis in this draft. He will kind of take some pressure off of Todd Gurley and kind of make it easier for him to kind of get back to 100%. And then, on the defensive side, Aaron Donald is the best defensive player in the NFL, and I really feel that, and I feel that he's going to do great things and be right up there in contention for Defensive Player of the Year again. And then they re-signed Dante Fowler to a 1-year deal, who they acquired in the middle of last year. That was a big acquisition that will help their defensive line. And then they really made 2 great free agent acquisitions on the defensive side of the ball that I really liked. You got Clay Matthews at linebacker, proven guy with playoff experience, hard hitter. There's the thing again. And then you got Eric Weddle, the veteran safety, and that was a good pick because they drafted Taylor Rapp in the second round after trading out of the first round, and I liked that pick. So now I think Eric Weddle could kind of help groom Taylor Rapp to become a starting NFL safety. So that is why the Rams are going to be here. Good free agency acquisitions, and when their offense is healthy, it can be deadly. I got to talk about the Chiefs. I got to talk about why the Chiefs are there first. The Chiefs, not really much to talk about. Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback I have seen in a long time in his first year starting. Great player. And then you got Travis Kelce, a good offensive line. Mecole Hardman, a nice pick in the second round, kind of under the radar guy. Not the receiver money would have expected them to take. But obviously we got to see how the Tyreek Hill situation plays out. But I think Patrick Mahomes is just going to do what he does, and he's going to replicate his 2018 performance and be in the MVP conversation again. Running backs, they have a nice little group. No really elite guy, but a nice little group of running backs that can help kind of balance the load, I guess. They'll each probably split carries. I don't really know who the starter will be, but I feel very passionately that the Chiefs' offense will be able to do fine without Kareem Hunt and possibly Tyreek Hill for some time. And they made some improvements to the defense. The defense was why they didn't win the Super Bowl last year. The defense was not good enough. They weren't in the Super Bowl last year because they couldn't stop Tom Brady. Because, look, they got Frank Clark. They gave up a lot, but they got Frank Clark. And then they got Tyrann Mathieu. Those 2 additions right there will be great. Just 2 promising young teams, 2 great coaches, 2 great quarterbacks are going to face off in Super Bowl 54. Rams, Chiefs, Super Bowl 54. But the question you all have, who's going to win? Well, I'm going to tell you who's going to win.
Let me take my prediction here. I think he's got the Rams.
I'm thinking he's got the Chiefs.
The Rams are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Rams will be Super Bowl 54
You
champions.
even got a score in there, too.
Yeah, I got a score. It will be
You can't see it.
28-24, and the MVP is the man on the left side of the screen, Todd Gurley.
Oh.
So, here you have it. The Los Angeles Rams, there's the camera roll. Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl 54 champions. I really just think this is a team that they were so close last year. They just got out-prepared in the Super Bowl. They're going to be back in the Super Bowl, and they're going to score more than 3 points. They're going to score 28 points and out-duel Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Rams 28, Chiefs 24, Todd Gurley, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl 54. Book it.
This is not really relevant anymore. This is a while ago, but Bill Belichick is 67 and Sean McVay is 33.
So he is twice his age, pretty much, almost exactly.
All right. Well, now we're moving on to the last of our Super Bowl predictions here, as hopefully will come up on the screen.
I'm eager for this. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is gonna be. He's kind of been undecided for a while who it's gonna be,
Here it comes.
and it's about to pop
Wait,
up.
look.
Maybe I don't know what it looked like, but it's gonna pop up. I don't know if it is or not. Try and plug it in again here.
Yeah, we will.
So the first two of us have given our Super Bowl predictions. We both don't have any of the same teams. They're all different teams in the Super Bowl. We're gonna find out if Jordan has any of the same teams in there.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh, this is
The
a
Madden
Madden.
thing.
Yes, it is a Madden. We have the Patriots and the Saints in the Super Bowl. Now, before I say anything about these 2 teams, I'd like to say I had a very hard time deciding my 2 Super Bowl teams. I had so many teams bouncing in and out. I had the Chiefs, I had the Bears, I had the Texans. All teams that I thought could have won or got in at least. But this is the 2 teams that I chose. I chose, obviously, the Patriots and the Saints. I'll go left to right. I'll talk about the Patriots first, as that just turned off. It has been this whole time because it's been ridiculous to us. But anyways, I'll talk a little about the Patriots. So, to start, we're going to talk about Tom Brady. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Don't at me.
you love
Said it
saying
a lot. Yes, don't at me. I think he is the GOAT. I think he's the greatest player a greatest quarterback. I mean, what he's done in his career is absolutely amazing, and he's such a leader. The players around him love him so much as it's back up, and hopefully will stay up. But I mean, he's just such a leader, such a great player, and yes, he is getting old, but I believe that he is going to lead his team back to another Super Bowl, and it's just going to be. I mean, he's just a great quarterback. There's really nothing else to say about that. If you're watching this channel, you most likely know a lot of things to know about Tom Brady. But then we go to more parts of that team. I mean, the wide receiving core has been improved. With Julian Edelman obviously being the Super Bowl MVP of the last Super Bowl, and N'Keal Harry, someone that we're all very high on. We like N'Keal Harry. That's going to be a fun pick.
Oh, yeah.
And fun to watch for the Patriots.
Great.
Of course, we talked about Gronk leaving in other videos, but I think that's not going to hurt Brady as much. Brady's going to be able to find whoever he has to, and I think that similar to what Drew Brees did last year, Brady's going to just find any wide receiver that's open. That's always been what he's doing. I think he's going to continue to do that. Talk about the defense a little bit. I mean, I've talked about the defense a lot. I like the Patriots defense. They just have a good defense. There's really not much more to say about that. Watch the deep dive if you want to hear more about the Patriots defense, because I talk specifically about that. But then we go to the Saints. And I personally think that the Saints are not going to be as good as they were last year. Now you might be asking me, then why are they in the Super Bowl?
Then why are they in the Super Bowl?
So
Thank you for
have
asking
them
that
going
question.
further, but they're not going to be as good.
Yes.
All right, I want to hear your explanation.
I feel like Drew Brees knows that this is his time to do it. I think he feels like his time is running out, and this is when he has to do it. Drew Brees, obviously one of the greatest players to ever play this game. He passed the he's the total passing yards record last year, which is just absolutely incredible for anyone to do, and that's a really high number. I love Drew Brees. We talked about him for a long time. Not going to though. The rest of the offense, you have Alvin Kamara.
Thank you.
He does not like when I pronounce his name wrong. But I mean, he's a nice young running back. Of course, Mark Ingram's gone, but I feel like he can take that load in the offense and take it well. Michael Thomas, great wide receiver. They got I don't know what I was gonna say, but anyways, I just love that Saints team, and the defense has just been improved. Marshawn Lattimore, I think he's gonna do better this year. Marcus Davenport, I think he's gonna improve this year. And that Saints defense, it's never been a phenomenal one, although I did have them in fantasy for a while. But they're a strong defense, and I think they're gonna step it up this year. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, who I think is going to win the Super Bowl. I had so many teams bounce out of this position on who could be in the Super Bowl. I had Chiefs, I had Texans, I had Bears, I had Saints, I had Patriots. We're going to see who it is in 3, 2, 1. If it loads, it loaded. And there it is, the Patriots. Now, all right, I see you. Now, I am a very conservative sports fan, as well as Ryan is.
Yeah.
We're both very conservative sports fans. We had the same teams going to a lot of places. As you can see by his picks, 2 really good teams competing again. But I think that the Patriots are just so good, and once they make it to the playoffs, they're just going to thrive. Patriots are just so strong. You got to love the Patriots. It's just going to be so fun to watch them, especially when they get into the playoffs. It's just amazing to see what they can do. Tom Brady leads the team whenever he can to winning. So I think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
All right, you got an MVP pick?
I can think of one. You guys can say something, I'll think of one. I haven't thought about it.
All right.
Wait, so you had the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. Does that make any implications on what Tom Brady does in retiring-wise?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I had talked about this in a previous video. I think that if the Patriots do go and win the Super Bowl, I think Tom Brady will decide that his time is up. He will retire. He is old. I know he still has a lot left in him. I mean, he's old for an NFL player. I mean,
Okay. He's got a point. He's got a point.
41, almost 42.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, he's decently old, and I feel like he wants to go out on a strong note. And, of course, he has his kids are old enough to know and to understand about the Super Bowl, so it's going to be really fun for him. I think those emotions are just going to hit him so hard, and he's going to realize that he wants family time now. He got what he wanted. I mean, what he's done is absolutely insane. So I feel like if he does win, then he will retire. And going off of what we say about Tom Brady, he's not only going to win, he's going to win MVP.
Oh,
Tom Brady's just Tom Brady to me. He's always just a great player, and I think he's going to lead his team in a Super Bowl game to a victory.
Okay, so what if this happens and the Saints win? Does Brady still retire?
I think that if the Saints do win, then Brady will give it one more year.
All right, that's interesting.
I think he can keep going until
Yeah.
he wins another Super Bowl. I would be shocked to hear that the Patriots win another Super Bowl in a couple of years,
Yeah.
even. So, if he sticks around, they can continue to win Super Bowls.
Don't get me wrong, I want him to stay, but I
Yeah.
feel like
I
that's
think-
just my opinion.
Didn't he say he wanted to play until he's
He
45
won, yep,
or
he said
something
something
like that?
like that.
He's still got a couple of years left.
He's got
in
a
him.
shot. I think he's got a shot. I think he'll play at least 2 more years. I don't think this will be his last year.
Alright.
But you do have some interesting points there, so anything's possible.
All right, so there is our Super Bowl picks for this year. A big video, like Ryan said at the beginning of the video. I have the Colts winning the Super Bowl. Ryan has the Rams, and Jordan has the Patriots. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Continue to stick around for more new videos. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you agree with us. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.